Okay, so I just start off by spritzing my face with a bit of primer, and then I'll moisturise using the Clearasil 5-in-1 Multi-Action Treatment Lotion. And then I just put that all over my face. After that I use another primer from Natural Collection, and then I just put that over my face on top of the moisturiser that I just used. And then I'll use my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I actually use the shade Ivory Beige in 3N1. And then I'll use my Beauty Blender by Real Techniques just to blend it in nicely. Here I'm just using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I swear by this concealer, it's amazing. I just dot that under my eyes and on my forehead and on my chin. And I'm actually going to just use the same Beauty Blender that I used to do my foundation and just blend that in really nicely. Let's be honest, you can't do your makeup properly without pulling a few funny faces. So now I'm just using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Powder Makeup. This is in FW1 in bronze. So now I'm just going to use my Bourjois bronzing powder and just put that on my cheekbones. I also like to put a little bit on my forehead as well, just to get sort of a nice little contour going on there. So now onto the eyebrows. I'm just using a MAC pencil in the shade Omega. I'm just going to spoolie my eyebrows to tidy them up a little bit, and then just sort of use gentle strokes on the eyebrow to get that nice natural look. See, they're not too heavy, but it just gives it a bit of nice definition. If I go heavier on the eyes, I tend to go a bit heavier on the eyebrows. Once I finish using my MAC pencil, I just use a darker one on the outside of my eyebrows. It gives the eyebrows slightly more definition. And then I'm just going to use a flat brush just to tidy up the eyebrows a little bit. After I'm finished doing my eyebrows, I just like to go around them with a flat brush with some light concealer just to make sure they're really, really nice and tidy. Here I'm using the Benefit Brow Gel, and I'll just put that on both my eyebrows. It keeps them in place all day and they don't seem to move, which is always good. Here I'm just going to prime my eyelids with an eye primer from Makeup Revolution. So now I'm going to use my blending brush, and I'll be taking the colour Foxy from the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. I can't believe I forgot where it was. It's on the far left, by the way. And I'll just use that colour to highlight my brow bone. So now I'm using a blending brush. I'm going to be putting on a transition shade. I'm taking it again from the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and this shade is called Tease. It's a lovely lilac-y pinky colour. And you just want to sort of put that all over your crease, but missing the actual eyelid, because remember, this is the transition shade. This is what is going to blend the top colour and the bottom colour together. Don't be afraid if it's a bit messy, because we're going to go in with a blending brush and just tidy it all up. I'm also going to go about a quarter way just underneath my eye to give it a nice shadow effect and make them look a little bit wider and bigger. Okay, so from the same palette, I'm going to go over my actual eyelid with the glittery shade called Yock. This time I'm using a flatter eyebrow blending brush. It carries slightly more product, so you can get more on the eyelid, because you want that colour to be slightly more bolder, and you want more of it than the transition shade and the shade on the brow bone. I also go about a quarter way under the eye with the main colour as well, because whatever I do to sort of the top of my eye, I do to the bottom. So now I'm using the brush that I started with just to blend everything together. Make sure you do this as lightly as possible because you don't want to ruin your eyeshadow. So now onto the eyeliner. This one's by MUA. I always start from the outer corner of my eye and do the flick first and then work my way back in. I love my eyeliner face. Okay, so once I've done my eyeliner, I'm going to use my MAC eyelash curler and just curl my eyelashes, and then I'm going to be putting on some mascara. It's from a Rimmel London Super Lash one. It's really, really good. It's the only mascara that I use at the moment. Now I'm using a different mascara. This is the Miss Baby Roll mascara. I do like this. It doesn't clump, and the brush is slightly different to the one I just used. It just separates the lashes nicely. And now I'm just going to tidy everything up with the brush that I used to begin with again. So this was my first makeup video. If you like it, just leave me a little comment below letting me know what you think. Thanks again all for watching. See you soon.